Hey everyone, today we're going to give you a little information about norovirus, where it comes from, what it really is, and more importantly, some tips and tricks to avoid it. Let's go. Hey everyone, if you've ever been on a cruise or if you haven't been on a cruise and maybe you think, wow, people get sick all the time on cruises, or that's how COVID really spreads, or that's how norovirus spreads, if you've heard that before, we're going to talk a little bit about that today. We're going to talk about why maybe it's prevalent on cruises and what it comes from. So the norovirus is just a stomach viral infection. It is caused by contact with the virus. So it's somebody who is sick from either contaminated food or that has touched that food or has it come into contact with the virus itself. So things to keep in mind is it's widespread more in the fall and winter, but you can really get it any time of the year. It is, like I said, a viral infection, so antibiotics do not work. So you want to really avoid coming into contact with the virus. The reason why it's so prevalent on cruise ships is because it affects, just like COVID or any other virus like the flu or anything like that, if you are living in a smaller space and contained space like daycares, like adult, like retirement homes, or like a cruise ship where there's a ton of people together, these type of viruses are going to spread really quickly because you're all close quarters, you're breathing the same air, you're touching the same things. So with norovirus, it does cause severe dehydration. It's going to cause vomiting and diarrhea. And what happens is somebody will get sick, and then invariably they will try to tough it out and work around food, and they somehow get the virus onto the food. The food's then contaminated. Somebody else eats the food, and so on and so forth. It goes. So this is what normally happens. It's normally how the virus gets going, especially on cruise ships. And a lot of times norovirus takes place in food and food services. People are sick. They come to work anyway. We have this culture of we have to work even when we're sick. So how can we avoid it? Number one, if you are sick, stay home. And this goes for anything. If you have the flu, if you have COVID, if you have a stomach virus, if you have norovirus, if you have anything going on, if you do not feel well, do not go and work with another bunch of human beings, especially if you work in food. Stay home. It's not worth it. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, it's not that easy for everybody. I get that. However, if you're sick, stay home. Number two, wash your hands. We talk about it all the time. There's videos. Royal Caribbean has the wash your hands video, right? When you get on the ship, it's on your TV, especially coming out of the pandemic with COVID, such a priority to wash hands. And I saw it from 2021 till now. The making you wash your hands has become more and more lax as we fall back to where we were before, right? And this is what happens with everything. I'm not blaming the cruise lines, but right at like December of 2021, when I went on a cruise, you couldn't walk anywhere without washing your hands. Now I just see people roll into the buffet and into the dining room and everything else. Nobody's washing their hands. Some people are. It's way less than it was, and it's probably a 50-50 proposition. Honestly, if you're walking in and out of the buffet, you would see it. So that's the biggest key, is wash your hands just as much as you can. Use the things around the ship. There is constantly the spray and little receptacles with Purell or whatever they use in there. Wash your hands to avoid it. If you are not feeling well on your cruise, sleep it off. Stay in your room for a little bit. Have someone bring you food or some drinks. If you have a balcony, you can hang out outside. Enjoy yourself and stay hydrated. It's really important if you get norovirus to stay hydrated. That's where a lot of issues come with people getting dizzy and then you're going to fall, especially if you are very young or very old, or if you have a weak immune system. Now, most people, if you get norovirus, it's going to be a couple days. You know what they say, a couple really not great days, and then you should be fine as long as you are drinking and keeping yourself healthy. So again, let's really put a focus on fall and winter are the prime times for norovirus. There's really, if you get it, from food, there's not much you could do about it. But in order to try to prevent it, let's wash our hands. Let's keep clean for the fall and the winter this year on our cruises so we don't get sick. And enjoy yourself on your cruise and have a great time. It is not as prevalent as people lead you to believe it is. It does happen. and people do get sick just like they do anywhere else. But it's not like there's such a higher prevalence of this on cruising than there is anywhere else in the world. Just like everything else, just gets magnified a little bit more, and you hear a lot about it on cruises. So wash your hands, stay clean, and you too can avoid the spread of norovirus. So let's keep safe and healthy and have a great day, everyone. Bye.